Mhm. It's going to make these smaller and then put all the bobas at the bottom. Oh, heck, right about that. Oh, that's fine. Thank you. I'm redoing some of this because I decided I want all the bobas to be at the bottom of the cup instead of mixed up with the fruit. So I gotta erase a bunch of stuff and then draw it in again. Yep. Sometimes you just gotta redo a whole bunch of stuff. I think I'll leave these two here to make it look like it's mixing in, and then I'll just put a whole bunch at the bottom. Ah, gotta adjust. Yeah, they're fruity. Little bit of a gay fruit, pun intended. Little bit. I do believe it has been thoroughly reclaimed by now. Oh, wait, not this one? Okay. Yeah, there we go. And I had like bobas floating around like amidst all the fruit, but then I decided I didn't really like that because it kind of threw off the rainbow. I decided I wanted all the bobas at the bottom like they usually would be. So that's why the lines are all janky and I gotta... I'm like, do I want to redraw all the lines? Let's see. No, I think it'll look fine when I make it small. Mm. Oh, Switch Up? I don't watch Ladybug. Like, it looks pretty cute, but I don't like the animation style. It's too snappy. Aha. Yeah, but that's the most recent season. I don't want to have to watch through all the other seasons to see the most recent season. Unless that's what the switch up was this changed animation? Mm. Okay, now these grapes at the bottom kind of. They look too flat because they were drawn on the bottom of the thing, so maybe. I guess I might just be able to put a whole bunch of bobas down there and kind of cover it up. Let me change the window. I thought my drawing hand was doing pretty good today. I was like, yeah, I can work on this stuff. And my hand frickin' hurts. For some reason it's really struggling to load. Okay. Do I have that? Okay, I have that on. Okay. Oh, okay. Beautiful. have to give my hand a lot of breaks. What the hell is that song called? Couldn't find it over there. Can't remember the name of the song, so I'm gonna look up another song. I love the song.
Just a little shrimp, that's all I will ever be. That I'm happy knowing that I will be okay. Maybe one day something will change. I'm happy with it, it's all I can ever be. I was born this way and I know that I love it. Maybe
Please
something will
go
change. Just a
down.
little shrimp, that's all
Fine.
I will ever be. That I'm happy knowing that I will be alive. Maybe one day I'll be okay. Just a little shrimp, that's all I will ever be. That I'm happy knowing that I will be okay. Maybe one day something will change. I'm happy with it, it's all I can ever be. I was born this way and I know that I love it. Maybe one day something will change. Just a little shrimp, that's all I will ever be. That I'm happy knowing that I will be alive. Maybe one day I'll be okay.
Oh, Shremeku. It's such a cute and sweet song. Hmm. Ow, ow, ow. Oops. Oh, I was gonna do. It's too smooth and the lighting is too shiny. It's kind of freaking me out. Oh wait, it was supposed to be the pinker color all the way around. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I like that better. It feels a bit better. The bobas on the bottom are too even though, and that makes it feel off. So I'm gonna erase that one. like that a little bit better. It's still, I might add one like here on the other side because I accidentally made it very even. These two like this. Alright, oh yeah. Okay. Posture check. Ow. Stretch check. Oof. Okay. Hydration check. Okay. I want to put like a simple, cutesy little design on the lid. It's like slightly lighter brown to contrast, like a soft tan or something. Yee. Like, I hope I'm not getting a headache or a migraine. I just need to drink more water, maybe. Okay. Oh, yeah, I gotta make sure I add this to one of my wish lists for later. Can you let me pause?
Hey, this video is sponsored by Whatnot, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Enjoy the episode.
Okay, it was. Okay, there it goes. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, watching goddamn the Grumps. I might as well. It's only 18 minutes.
How far do I have to put it in? See? It's not always bad to stick your fingers into a stranger's mouth.
You know there's a controversy about Waldo's girlfriend? He had a girlfriend in the first book, and then he had a different girlfriend in the second book, but she's the twin sister of the first girlfriend. It's fucking crazy!
Wow.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Where's Waldo podcast.
This is the 10-minute power hour. This is my friend Aaron, and I'm Dan. What are we doing today, Aaron? And also D? Oh, you're also my friend. Sorry.
Wow!
What a cool way to find out!
Today we're doing It's an Auspicious Day.
Shut up. Shut up.
It's a capricious day, Dan.
That's a type of drink.
Not Capri Sun.
Oh.
It's a day where we're going to be playing 70s board games, and whoever loses has a 70s punishment.
What does that mean? That could mean anything.
Well,
Nice,
find out in a
nice.
There's a
minute.
dog over there. Let's throw it that way.
Can I just follow the line? Okay.
Hungry Imbos.
This was. Do you know how to play this?
This is,
Oh, just checking. Just checking. Super
even if I
wonderful game.
didn't, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I think we should do like best out of 3.
Are we dual wielding?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
So that's a win for Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah, that hippo was hungry as hell.
Oh man, I gotta eat the garbage.
Mmm.
Oh, the children, those are disgusting.
Yum, yum.
There's a spit bowl if you need it all.
Oh, awesome. Can I just use it?
Did you spit in it?
You were gonna throw it at me.
I was
know
not
you
gonna.
were
I was not
to.
gonna throw it. I was gonna mash it into you.
Oh, okay.
May I?
No.
We're playing 70s board games, and there's no better place to shop for board games or whatever else you want than Whatnot. It's the #1 live stream selling app where you can buy, sell, or auction anything. There's so many categories of items, it's kind of incredible. I'm talking toys, card games. There's something for everybody. Look, I'm buying some board games right now. They won't be here in time for this episode. That's because we pre-record these. But they will be here in time for an amazing game night with my friends and family, where no weird punishments will happen to me when I mess up at the game. Unlike this episode. Use code GAMEGRUMPS to get $15 off on all orders of physical miniatures, not combinable with other sales or promotions. Scan that QR code on the screen, wherever it is, or click the link in the description. We're gonna play this shiz. Come on! Plus, if you follow me on Whatnot, you will automatically be entered to win $500 in Whatnot credit that could get you like 40 copies of Chutes and Ladders. That's like one for every day of the week. You know you want it. Okay, back to the episode.
Connect 4.
Terrible at
Oh,
this.
this is the best.
All right, what's the deal here?
You're trying to connect 4,
Oh,
Aaron.
yeah.
What are you talking about? I hate this game. You're a naughty boy, you are.
You're the one who's naughty.
Mm-hmm. I am naughty.
We need to leave.
That's burdensome.
What's the bird in? Burdensome what? You should connect 4 on another day.
How about today?
Give me the to eat.
Looks pretty good.
Those look like cherries.
Marachinos.
That's such a dense cello.
Oh, yum! Starting a little collection over here.
Perfection! What I always strive for.
Look at these 70s people.
Perfection. Then you have 60 seconds to put all the pieces in.
That feels like a long time. You ready? Go.
Just like
Diamond, is this the right? No, that's the wrong shape.
1.
Which one's this? There it is. This one's here. That one's X. We got Super S. Crazy diamond thing.
Oh man, I had a huge thing of perfection. It had like 20 spots in it or something like that. It was like a big board.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Maybe I'm just remembering it really big because I was like a tiny kid when I had it, but I loved that game. I loved stressing myself out playing perfection.
That's wrong.
Shut up.
Ah! You almost hit me in the eye, dude.
I know some games are just really old and then, they just kept releasing them because they were popular.
Oh, that doesn't count. That one doesn't count.
It's not as many.
Yeah,
anyway.
both,
All right.
Connect
It
4
was like 7.
and Hungry Hippos were also 90s games, but
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy your meal.
Thank you.
Oh, I kind of want that one.
oh my god, you're right, that's the connection. It's that ancient stress.
Nice catch.
Thank you. It
So,
feels
but perfection,
so
I
alive.
enjoyed the challenge, and then for some reason I lost that somewhere.
Collectors!
Mastermind. Games of cunning and logic from Invicta.
Mastermind!
What is
This
this?
is the best game ever for two players breaking.
Look at this guy. Yes.
I want to try the gross dense jello.
Four-colored riddle.
This is my wife.
She helps me come up with the riddles. I mostly do them myself. She mostly does them herself. Oh, it's a different picture. They're like kind of like having a better
This
time.
is my new wife.
You got to come up with a combination of four colors. Then I will make a guess, and then you will tell
Huh.
me if. Okay.
I'm following. 10 tries to crack the code.
No one will find out the mystery of Mastermind.
It's like,
Never played this one.
The thinker.
oh, I thought you were calling me the thinker for coming up with a good color. All right, shithead. Are you the mastermind?
Have I solved your riddle?
Nay, I say.
Well. How about this? What say you now, Mastermind?
Get your hands off my wife! You have one in the correct space.
Yes.
And two in the wrong space.
Oh, it's like Wordle, but with little colored
Wait a
dots.
minute. I wasn't paying attention. You have none in the right space.
How about this then?
You grow ever closer to f***ing my wife.
There's so much on the line.
How about blue right there and a yellow right there?
What do you think, Mastermind? Have I cracked your little riddle?
You have come neither closer nor farther to sex with my wife.
Interesting. I'm not following my logic.
Think long and hard.
I was hoping to do that
Your
with
next-
your wife. Now for the final strike.
I think you'll find she likes the weird stuff. That's it, man. Congratulations.
Fucking Mastermind!
Way to go. I don't know. I have no idea how to do this. But,
You're screwed, bro.
well, not me.
So do you get to have sex with your own wife if you...
It's my master plan. It should tickle your apple. Go ahead. Try to solve my riddle. No, go ahead. Oh, swapsies, is it?
Just like.
I think you might find this puzzle quite,
As the master of minds, I think you'll find this. This is tricky.
Consider your mind mastered. I'm getting hungry for gelatin.
Man, I've got one shot. I just have to take a guess. It would be black here and green here.
You solved my riddle!
How many was that in?
6, exactly the same. We must wife swap!
Sounds like you both have to take a bite.
Oh man, that's a fun game.
What, swapping wives?
No! I don't even like tomatoes
It's so-
under non-gelatinous circumstances.
Tomato, huh?
Oh. Oh. I almost threw up.
While you're gnipping, he's ganopping.
Nip nop.
Nip nop!
Nip
This is so 70s looking.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting out with some normal flavors of jelly, and then they're getting like weirder and weirder.
It does, it does.
So it's like you get your magentas over to my side. and
Correct.
You're trying to out-gnip him. While
Yeah, tomato, that's interesting. I guess they're doing jelly because it's like aspics, because people in like the 70s and stuff would always put thing in gelatin.
Shot my knobs back!
I wonder if they're gonna do a hot dog one.
Yeah! Oh, I had it for a second! I had it!
I'd probably throw up if I tried to eat hot dog jelly.
I am your nip
Are you ready?
Yep.
That looks kind of fun. It's like the opposite of Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Born to play Nip Nop.
Why doesn't it work?
Whoops.
That is fun, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
What disgusting trifle will you be eating?
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
What's that?
And you like it?
Get it down, get it down, get it down. It's like watching my dog take a pill.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't think I have them anymore, but one time I found a bunch of them. It was like a microwave recipe book from like the 80s.
The count may strike if you're.
There was a lot of stuff where I was like, bro, I don't think you should be putting that in a microwave.
Your finger.
Where is that guy's wife? Players move around the board rolling dice. If cape opens, put finger in vampire's mouth. So if you get blood on your finger when he bites you, you have to start again.
What? You ready?
Yeah.
I'll go 2 spaces.
Okay.
1, 2. Go ahead.
I'll go 3 spaces.
Okay.
I'm scared
Put your
too.
finger-
I don't want to put my finger in this fucking thing. This goes against everything you're taught as a kid.
Okay, so he didn't bite you.
No.
Oh.
Hey. See? It's not always bad to stick your fingers into a stranger's mouth. This is how shit was when I was a little kid. The game is like, swing a hammer at your friend.
I'm gonna go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
I'm going 6.
Oh!
1, 2, 3.
My god, I was looking through this, like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you can't do that.
to this old book of, like, parlor games or whatever, like party games, and one of them was literally just, like, lay on the floor and hit each other with rolled up newspapers. That was literally the whole fucking game.
Alright, it's alright. Oh, I got bit! I got bit! I got bit!
Eat some garbage, Aaron.
Olive!
So beautiful.
I wonder if Skeleby would like that. Skeleby really likes olives, but the texture might be disgusting.
Not as good.
That's not good, can't be.
Not as good.
Yeah, I guess if you like olives enough, then...
Object girls.
No, object.
Oh my god,
girls
yeah, Mystery
already
Day.
when your date.
Oh, okay.
I think they remade this at some point, or... No, wait, am I thinking of the telephone? I might be thinking of the fucking phone game, where you got a fake phone, and there would be recordings of guys.
Look at all these gentlemen suitors. Wow, this is wild.
Looks like he's chasing her in the bottom right corner.
They're frolicking.
Yeah, they're frolicking. They're frolicking, right?
Please tell me they're frolicking.
He's got a knife.
Roll dice and follow instructions.
You're basically trying to get a set. There's like 1, 2, 3 of each like color.
Yeah.
You need all 3. When you meet your mystery day, you have like that set.
Oh, got it.
That's what men care about.
Yeah, like you open the door and he's like, where's your bag and shoes?
Whatever.
1. Take 2 cards from the draw pile.
Off.
Scarf, cap, and gloves.
What the hell? 2, 1, 2. Oh, scarf, cap, and gloves.
Nice shuffling, dick
I
bag.
love you so much. Shuffle, dude. Here, I'll fucking pile shuffle, bro. Not going well.
You're shuffling them all back into the original. Roll to see who goes first.
5.
4.
I go first.
All right, you do it. Oh!
Tear up the wrinkles later.
1. Take 2 cards. Hell yeah. Oh, here we go. Finally different. I got bathing suit and sweater and ski pants.
Wow. Aaron, your object girl is wilting. 1. Take 2 cards from the draw pile. Ew.
Best
Dude, we've got to keep our girls erect.
Swap a card with a player on right. Do I get to choose?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Relax.
Oh no, that's not good.
Come on, dude. Stop strategizing my date with my bow.
Okay. I got full spread of colors.
No! I must open the door now.
Yo! Here we go. 1, 2. Take 1 card from the drawer, discard pile. I'm taking from the drawer pile. And what is this?
No.
Ooh, ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take 2 cards from the draw pile. Excellent. Yes. Yes. Does
1,
the
2, 3,
miss-
4, 5, 6. Open the door.
You spin the knob,
Oh.
and it will pick up a certain card, and if it matches your
Oh my god.
set,
This is so nerve-wracking.
and then pull it open. Door.
Is it blue? It is not. It's summertime, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open the door. I have a full
He's
set.
at winter.
This mother better be skiing when I open this door. No. Wait,
Is that the dud?
who is it?
Oh, that's the dud.
That's the dud. Oh, wait, it's an automatic loss.
Yeah.
He seems like a nice guy. He's reading. What do I
This is a
want,
fucking dude with a
intravenous
book.
drug user?
At least he's fun.
He's not fun. He's a fucking dud.
I'm the intravenous drug user.
Oh yeah, that guy's fun.
String cheese.
Oh, was that like udon noodles?
String.
I
Whoa!
would
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
I'd be so curious.
SpaghettiOs have like melted the gelatin. Do you see that?
Yeah.
You cannot contain me. Oh, 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 oh!
Oh no, I want string cheese.
Fuck my gob.
Good, right?
No, it tastes like alcohol.
Alcohol. Are you okay?
No. I hate the dud, man.
The dud didn't even pay for the dinner.
Aaron, hold my hair while I puke.
Dan lost 6 of those.
Aaron, you are the ultimate winner. Congratulations.
Won the 70s.
You weren't even born during the
I
70s.
turned into 70. No! My youth!
Your pants flare into giant bell bottoms and a huge medallion appears.
It's so hot in here! And if you want more hotness, go to patreon.com/GameGrumps to get more. You can pay for it, and we'll be happy because you did. But you get more. You do get more. There's a lot of stuff.
Like,
I don't want to make it seem like you're just giving us money.
We're gonna spend it on drugs.
We might spend it on drugs.
Sand, like all
I don't actually like those.
drugs.
Surprise one.
I kind of want to put cutesy little hearts on the top, but
Oh my
drawing them in perspective is really hard. Maybe I'll use just like I use the circle, I'll like use a heart. Oh god. I'll use a heart shape. Yeah, pickle jello. I gotta admit I would try the pickle jello out of curiosity. Gotta stretch my hand and drink water. Okay, I'll give that a hand a break. Maybe, wait, is that my shapes thing? Why don't I just frickin' draw a heart? That would make more sense. Okay. Maybe I'll do like a couple little hearts. I might just put some other layer. Okay. Fucking squash you out. Big heart right in the middle of the cup. I like that better with the one little heart. Okay, because my hand hurts, I'm gonna... Where is it? There it is. Put some notes. Hmm. Taking notes for something I'm gonna try to put together before a couple weeks from now. Hmm. I gotta save this here. God. Like experiencing interruptions? Yeah, from you. God. Okay, that one looked interesting. Random thing that looks interesting, background stuff.
Whenever I watch an anime, I have a few questions on my mind. The exact same basic stuff we all think. What motivates this dude? Which robots do we get to see? And what anime does the dude in the anime like to watch? Jokes aside, I always find fake media within an initial piece of media interesting. Not because they tell an actually interesting story, but because the authors of the primary work usually put an afterthought in there. I'm not actually itching to watch a full season of Dummy Bears or Sports Shouting, because they're clearly not meant to deliver a fleshed out story. If they did, they run the risk of taking away from the main narrative. I love the glimpse into the past these fake works give us. Almost always, the writer jotted down something they saw in the morning and called it good. A slimmer portion of instances, the fakey thing has a smart joke behind it. And then there's that small 5% of examples with real significance to the narrative and development of the main series. Most of the time they're watching Blue until their bitch wife turns on orange, but we've got some interesting takes on the show within a show trope as well. Today, I feel like talking about a few of those series. And by that I mean shows with those shows in them. That's right, shithead, this is a stealth anime recommendation video. Now, setting a few ground rules before I see comments about it, this is not in any way, shape, or form an all-encompassing list of every single fake anime within an anime. I don't like just reading the TV Tropes page and pretending that I actually watched Yes Pretty Cure 5. So instead, I chose to limit this to talking about ones that I find cool and somewhat varied from each other. And for transparency, many of these I watched a while ago. I thought about rewatching all of everything for this video, but that as well turned into too large of an undertaking for such a niche little subject. Now, for who did like a fakey May first? I don't really know. I bet some episode of Suzae-san has a scene open up with Katsuo watching a bullshit show on his tiny TV set. I ain't watching through all the 60s and 70s anime taking place in a modern day setting for one little piece of trivia, especially because this trope rose more in prominence once we reached the generation where otaku made anime. When anime began as a consistent medium on TV, the creators didn't have a wide enough source to base for any parody. If they wrote about kids slacking off, they wrote from their own memories of childhood, resembling 1940s or 50s Japan when they didn't have TV. And that's assuming the work took place in the modern day. Most anime back then had an imaginative sci-fi, historical, or superhero type setting. Stories wherein otaku becomes a super fan of an anime simply did not fit into the narratives of anime until the degenerate otaku who experienced that took the wheel. So it makes sense that we pop off with If you know much about anime, then you probably know about Gainax. Or if you have less than 20 years experience breathing air, then know that the guys who make Evangelion and the cyberpunk anime with the short gal y'all wanna fuck used to work here. Gainax grew from a couple of otaku losers that wanted to do anything financially viable with their hobby so they could do what they loved, resulting in small indie anime productions, selling garage kit figures, and even making some video games to keep their new company afloat. I bring that up because I want to talk about one of their earliest hit OVAs, Otaku no Video. Otaku no Video barely qualifies for this video, but even if it didn't, I'd still bring it up a little. For the most part, the otaku in the video obsess over real anime. Cobra, Urusei Yatsura, Lupin III, Gundam, real works to see at a convention. Episode 1 of 2 follows a kid named Kubo learning about otaku culture through his old high school buddy Tanaka, leading Kubo down the same dark rabbit hole I can imagine most of my viewers have gone down. Kubo learns not just about people who love anime and games, though as it opens in 1981, not a whole lot of games yet, but other hobbies as well. Airsoft guns, figures, I think Westerners forget this due to the change of meaning, but otaku in Japanese means a derogatory term for someone with a normally self-impairing obsession. In Otaku no Video, we see sci-fi, cosplay, and airsoft otaku sharing spaces together despite lack of overlapping interests because they don't fit into Japan's harsh, ultra-conformative society. So while an anime studio made this, and as such it focuses on the anime and anime-adjacent subcultures, it still gives a little time to other otaku, including interviews with real people about their obsessions. I'm fairly certain they play up these interviews for entertainment, because it makes the subject seem very pathetic. They definitely tried to find the most pathetic otaku they could, and when placed onto the backdrop of pre-bubble pop Japan, they look ultra pathetic, especially noticeable with the Westerner, who English speakers can clearly tell says something different under the Japanese translation. Back to Kubo though, we get to see him slowly inch further to the side of otaku, starting by watching anime and sci-fi shows at the otaku crack house that accepts him for who he is, and slowly getting further and further until he stays up late in line for an anime film. They don't say which anime film, but the important part is when one of their friends shows off these character design sheets for the best mecha film ever. While Kubo has fun with his new friends, we also see scenes where he slowly drifts further from his girlfriend. It turns the first episode into somewhat of an educational work, telling audiences how many otaku do work hard to analyze and create alternative works due to the inspiration of their favorite piece of media, while warning about the isolation you may experience by partaking in otaku culture. Then it goes off the rails for episode 2. Episode ends with Kubo's girlfriend cheating on him, so he and Tanaka decide to become the kings of otaku, making a garage kit company that grows so fast they can make foreign factories. That's an average otaku phrase after the first Chun-Li Dojin. The duo experience some ups and downs until they make their fake anime Misty May. Misty May stars a normal high school girl that turns into a big busty magic bunny girl with mascots on her side. We know nothing else about her. She clearly satirizes the lowest hanging fruits on anime merchandising, with cute mascots for young girls to buy and a busty sexy woman to entice older men. Misty May accomplishes one real job job in the narrative, and that's making Kubo and Tanaka's company a fuck ton of money. So much so that they create their own otaku amusement park with a full Macross in the center. It gets ridiculous, but ends on a sweet moment.
Did see, and part of the intro to this video, it looked like there was a Pururine from Welcome to the NHK.
Going a little back to a line they like
The only anime I know about making anime is Shirobako, which I love Shirobako.
Line going, it's difficult to acknowledge the mistakes of one's youth. And I think this is them saying they don't want to admit to any mistakes. They had fun partaking in actions Japanese society frowns upon, and they want to keep it going. Something they could only do thanks to their fake anime Misty May.
The girl with an open mouth. Mouth breather girl? I don't remember that.
Keeping with loser otakus, why don't we move over to the biggest example of that story I can think of. Genshiken follows a similar premise to Otaku no Video. It opens with a few new college students joining an otaku-related club to find purpose and community. Specifically, the Society for
Genshiken. I don't know that one.
Culture, or Genshiken for short. Genshiken, the series, also aims to show otaku culture in anime form, though unlike Otaku no Video, it never jumps the Macross to ridiculousness. It has wacky stuff for sure, but wacky like breaking your arm at Comiket or playing a hentai game because you refuse to have cosplay sex unless it's in character. Genshiken initially follows Sasahara as he delves into otaku culture like Kubo did, but somewhere along the way, I think the author realized two of the other major characters were more interesting, so most plots revolve more around something one of those two do. One of them, Madarame, is the biggest otaku of them all, an absolute mega fan that knows everything about anime, manga, doujins, and ero games. He allows his pride as an otaku to get the best of him, especially when others, both in and outside of the otaku sphere, judge him. His
I do like that kind of sort of meta stuff.
With real life. Not very well, mind you.
I was like anime about anime otaku. Fun.
Gets laid, so choose how much of that you consider a win. And the other followed character is Saki, a normal girl who only hangs out with the Genshiken club because her hot, normal-looking boyfriend joined it. She has an opposite arc. Near the start, she hates otaku, wants to end the club, and get her boyfriend out of those interests. Slowly, she starts to consider the club her friends and kinda turns fixing them into a pet project. Only unlike at the start, when she wants her boyfriend to give up his interests, she tries to help everyone understand each other through their commonality. And their most common interest? Kujibiki Unbalanced is the big example that made me think of this video. Kujibu is meant to look like a very generic seasonal anime, with the most normal student council boy surrounded by girls type of scenario. The boys fucking love this show. Every week, they discuss Kujibu, sticking to the series so long that I have no clue how long it's supposed to have run in universe. Everyone makes it seem as though it has the staying power of Gundam. Kujibiki Unbalanced becomes somewhat of a benchmark of progression in the series. As I said, Saki and the club don't get along at first, until right after watching an episode of Unbalanced where the main character reunites with his long-lost childhood gal pal, they learn that Saki and her boyfriend also knew each other in childhood. Genshiken's boys then use that as a point of relation to Saki's conundrum. Her conundrum is her boyfriend's eroge, in case you wanted to know. Later on, when they go to Comiket, they work as a team to find as much Kujibu doujins as they can. While there, they see the manga club, who they often butt heads with, selling their own doujin, thus starting to sow the seeds for the club's goals a few episodes later, making a Kujibiki Unbalanced doujin from their club. Genshiken's attempts to make a doujin really test the group's friendship, as only one member knows how to draw, Sasahara doesn't help much with the script, and it becomes a shit show for them. Only friendship and love of Kujibu gets them through to the finish line of making their own doujin, turning it into a bit of a big finale for some of the cast, because around this point is when they
a series about the hassles of trying to get a group project working.
Before the harder reboot where most of the cast got their degrees. Similarly, pretty much all the girl characters do a Kujibu cosplay at one point. Ono, who actually enjoys cosplay, convinces Saki to dress up, which marks her big semi-acceptance of Genshiken, while Saki then helps trying to get a later character, Ogoe, to go through the same process to less positive results. As the characters swap around, I seem to recall Kujibu falling to the back. Sure, the guys would rather watch it than have sex, but they also need to get jobs. For For Sasahara, he actually gets a job by talking
It's
about
anime, I would
Kujiro
expect
and
it.
his Dojin with the interviewer. giving the
Recently,
lesson that you should
one of
absolutely,
Bossmate
no
LG's
question about it,
friends
rant about your favorite anime whenever you go
gave her
interview
just
a
like
job.
some
Anyways,
huge
the big
boxes
reason we
full
gotta
of
talk
old
about
like
Kujiro
Amera
involves
manga
the
comics,
full
essentially.
real anime they made as well. The
Because
studio that
she was
animated
like, I'm gonna
Genshiken's first
see
season, Palm
if
Studio,
Jenny will
went
go through
defunct
them and
when
see if we
Genshiken
could
2
sell them,
came
and I
out.
was like,
From
okay,
what I
cool.
can tell, they did not animate
I'm
season
having
2,
a great time
just
looking
kept
through
the
them.
credit in production. However, before their
The
closure,
cheesecake is
they
strong
also
in
made
those
a
series.
3-episode OVA of Kujibiki
Titties, titties
Unbalanced.
everywhere.
The fake anime Kujibu had 26 episodes that the Genshiken boys watched in season 1 of Genshiken. Of those 26, they produced and released 3 full-sized episodes with the Genshiken DVDs. An actual episode 1, a recap episode as episode 24, and part 1 of the 2-part finale, episode 25. While released after Genshiken finished airing, Palm Studio produced most, if not all, of the 3 episodes to use as clips in Genshiken to their pleasure, which explains the choice of episodes. You always need episode 1 to have all the exposition, the recap episodes gives them an excuse to make random stuff that could have occurred in the middle without further explanation, and the second final episode was more or less used to parody the sudden serious finale episode trope. And using the second final episode also matched the feel of Genshiken's last episode because season 1 kinda ended on a cliffhanger until season 2 got confirmed. In the actual story, our main character Chihiro joins a new school where everyone joins a group of 4 by lottery. Each team needs to participate in contests with random rules against other teams, known as Kujibiki. Episode 1 blazes through this setup, likely to make exposition scenes ready to use in Genshiken. Then the recap episode implies that the show followed a Kujibiki a week formula with lots of varied situations, such as making a website, surviving an RPG dungeon, making aliens shift themselves, and mahjong. Learn the basics of that by watching my worst performing video ever. Many of these situations led to sweaty, skin-showing fan service. Fan service for what would have been some of the least character designs until AI art became a thing. It's funny given how in Genshiken so much dojins exist for them. Episode 25 just suddenly takes things seriously, telling us Chihiro's parents died years ago, the childhood best friend who the Genshiken boys bought lots of dojins of is super sick, and the group wants to stop doing Kujibikis. You can't take this OVA seriously, but as a fun little extra to Genshiken, I quite like it. Later on, they also did a full 12-episode series for Kujibiki. If I ever have a real reason to talk about Genshiken in greater detail, I'll get into it, but honestly, I didn't do a full rewatch for this video. It has major changes to which characters are important and puts Chihiro in the student council rather than a random group. It overall feels way different from the original, and in my opinion, felt like a joke that dragged on too long. I recall finding it funny sometimes, just not anything amazing. Maybe I'd feel different if it kept the Rugrats sounding music from the OVA. Quickly gonna cheat this one a little. Unlike the others today, this requires the manga and anime to get the joke. Lots of you have probably seen this newer one, Pop Team Epic. PTE has a large list of iconic one-off characters like Hamburger Girl and the Level 5 Kid, though the most famous has to be the cast of Hoshido Girl Drop. For a little context, I know today PTE seems like a big, huge, funny anime mainstay, but when it came out, it did not really have that reaction. It was a hard sell. Only people that knew B-Cub from their Toho dojins or people drawn in from a random page posted on 4chan checked it out. After PTE's first volume, B-Cub and Takashobo, the manga's publisher, made a legitimate effort to make it seem as though B-Cub had no intention to continue. B-Cub had enough of 4-panel gag manga and planned to move on to something slightly more in line with manga conventions. So we open up chapter 1 to meet our new hero, Taida Daichi, a young man totally confused because on the day his parents leave for a business trip,
the
a girl
fucking,
he has never met claims herself as
like,
his
sister
childhood
thing is
friend
so
and
creepy.
promised
I
her
hate how
marriage.
common it is in
Laughing
manga.
over her, she grows angrier with Daichi, escalating until a funny meta gag that they turned into a tradition. When PTE got an anime, instead of announcing it as PTE, they announced a Girl Drop anime instead, complete with character sheets, a website, and a trailer. Eventually,
Oh my god.
the not well-preserved website had the same Papako face ripped gag, and I thought they planned to stop there. However, episode 1 began with a recreation of the Girl Drop comic gag, including a full-sized OP, letting us see Girl Drop, I don't care what her real name is, and her friends doing idol work. and they kept the gag going further. Obviously, there's no point in doing real previews of the next PTE episode. All that does is spoil the gags. So instead, they made previews of non-existent Girl Drop episodes to further the lore, teasing generic shonen romance scenarios
That's
and
amazing.
dropping more girls into his harem. Up until the end, when we learned that Girl Drop died years ago to save Daichi. An interesting parody of the sudden serious final episodes that slice of life anime tend to have. Girl Drop really only works as a side piece to PTE. An anime so ridiculous that it can do anything and people will slurp it up. Seeing just how far they could take this one little gag intrigued a lot of audiences, resulting in an anthology comic with collaboration between
Yeah, I
Akira
definitely.
Watanabe,
If there's like a
Yukari
character
Mendo,
who's like
and
super
more.
doting
It's not
over his little
very
sister or
good,
whatever,
but
I'm
like
always just
most
like,
of these fake anime, it's not meant to be.
I'm like, I'm not gonna immediately dismiss it, but I will be. They're on thin fucking ice.
Speaking of not good, Stardust Witch Marudu is a weird fake anime that materialized out of nowhere. I just know that this Alex Street Fighter 6 main likes it for the cute colors. Marudu is a clear parody of normal magical girl anime,
Marudu.
something we see a lot as we go today. More true to life in this instance, they parody the way some otaku look at these anime. She knows that the show's a little embarrassing to admit watching because it clearly aims at kids, yet she still uses it as a jumping off point with other otaku she meets, stares them dead in the eye trying to convince them to watch it immediately after seeing adult doujinshi of the children's anime. I feel
Oh
like
my
they
god.
plan to use the protagonist's obsession with Marudu as a benchmark for how degenerate she becomes. Early on she just watches the show, then she forces her friends to join her, even if they hate it, then she buys doujins and a dakimakura, and finally her brother that she has a healthy relationship with convinces her friend to cosplay and sing the main theme song of it. Besides that, Marudu has a fun design. Kinda reminds me of designs by Yoshihiko Umakoshi like Magical Do-Re-Mi. She has a whole lore with a best friend, mascot, and main enemy lady that reminds me of Naga the Serpent, though I think the sexualization jokes kinda undercut everything else. They make a few too many to where it no longer feels like this could work as a children's show, so I guess it matches the series it comes from. Keeping with random ass magical girls, Pururin. Pururin comes from Welcome to the NHK, an anime Instagram has told me everyone has already seen. Or they just like photos of the main character because they can call him a literal me because of the few screenshots they saw. Sato theorizes that a secret organization has caused his neathood. He only lacks a job, friends, or any sense of self-worth because of an external factor outside of his control. Obviously, the show does not want us taking him seriously. Sato has gone insane in his isolation, not helped by his neighbor blasting this same anime song over and over. Sato channels his conspiracies into said stupid anime song. In a drunken rage, he breaks into his neighbor's apartment to learn his old high school classmate had played the song all this time. And from there, Sato's theory kinda gets proven right. Pururin does ruin his fucking life. He has the same otaku spiral we saw in Genshiken and Otaku no Video, only without the positive parts. Genshiken and Otaku no Video had an underlying message of friendship through otaku habits. Not the case with NHK. Pururin pulls Sato down. Even when he quits his otaku habits near the end to have much worse problems, Pururin still lingers around in many forms. At times it almost feels like the writers try to air their grievances with the moe shows of the time, especially ones with maid characters like Mahoru and especially Dejiko. Though I'm sure they mean it in a more playful manner. Oh, and of course, the theme song. Even if you haven't seen NHK in 10 years, I know that you probably start humming along if I say... They crafted a real earworm here. Studio Gonzo put loads of effort into Pururin.
I have the freaking ringtone version of that on my phone. I use it as a ringtone because it slaps.
In the anime, unless the later manga version carries it over. I never read that. Similar to Girl Drop, Pururin also got a substantially smaller website for her. Besides her mascot pal, she has no other characters, plus web pages couldn't do as much at the time, so the website literally couldn't have much. Looking at Marudu and Pururin next to each other, I find it amusing that a character design clearly aimed at children got used both times to drive home the degeneracy of the interested characters. Only despite having a darker tone overall, NHK never portrays Pururin in as near of lewd situations as Marudu received. Just made her creepy. So far far, we've mainly looked at anime where the main character gets really into otaku
That name is
culture.
familiar, but I
Kubo
can't
and Sato
remember.
struggled to balance the degenerate lifestyle of otakudom, thus gaining and losing certain things in the process, which matches Japanese views of the hobby at the time. Otaku were ginormous outsiders, while today, they're still outsiders, but not as much. I feel as if anime about making anime, or manga in this first instance, could kinda show the more normal parts of people making anime. Like, okay, anyone who makes art
Yes,
probably
you
has a
can.
few screws loose, but I think showing the process of creation by normal people
Oh man,
helps to
Monthly Girls
humanize them in
Nozaki-kun
an
is
art
a
form
delightful
some say
series.
is degenerate. If you have never seen Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun, you really should.
Hell
Like
yeah.
all the anime I talk about today, I recommend
It's really
this
fun.
over any others, partially because only 12 episodes. In my opinion, no comedy rom-com anime has ever balanced satire of the rom-com genre while still using the conventional tropes as perfectly as Nozaki-kun. I consider this the Season 2 Never Curses most innocent victim, because the DVDs sold insanely well back in the day, while the manga
Nice.
kept a steady monthly pace ever since it started. It has more than enough material for another season, which it did lack
Nice.
when Season 1 finished
Yeah, I haven't
airing.
read the manga
And
yet.
learning this now, a new Chinese TV drama based on it. Unquestionably, a series that has stood the test of time. Nozaki-kun stars Chiyo Sakura, a small high school girl at Roman Academy, no relation, who has decided to finally confess to her tall, imposing crush, Nozaki-kun. Due to her poor wording, Nozaki assumes her as a fan of the shoujo romance manga he makes, Let's Fall in Love. From here on, Chiyo becomes a close friend and assistant to Nozaki's manga. Not a confidant, though. Nozaki openly tells people he draws his manga, but his whole class just assumes he has a long-running joke because he looks like a serious athlete type, and his manga has pretty roses. Many scenarios occur as a way to help Nozaki with his manga. Nozaki has Chiyo reenact typical
I haven't
shoujo
seen
manga
Zetsubo
tropes like umbrella
Sensei.
sharing and clothes buying.
But I do
towards
recognize the
research.
name Kenji Otsuko, so maybe he also did some other openings I'm familiar with.
She indulges in the fun of kinda dating the boy she likes. Over time, the doing it for the manga aspect becomes looser, especially in the manga, which has released 17 volumes since 2011, partially because the cast becomes a lot more ensemble. Nozaki and Chiyo morph into exaggerated versions of themselves when other characters take the lead, including the school heartthrob secret otaku tsundere Mikoshiba, the male-appearing secret girly girl Kashima, her drama club senpai she admires Hori-senpai, Chiyo's headstrong sporty friend Seiyo, and Nozaki's innocent sporty kohai Wakumatsu that plays basketball with Seiyo. Every character either helps to inspire Nozaki for characters in his manga, or helps him work on it. Nozaki's heroine for Let's Fall in Love looks
I
similar
love how
to
he
Chiyo,
literally
with a
just turns
personality
people
based
he
on
knows into
Kashima, minus
characters, because
the
everyone he
otaku.
knows is
Average
such a
Japanese
character.
high school and middle school girls don't relate to a girl who collects this much eroge. For Waka and Seiyo, they have a sort of three-sided romance going on that Nozaki copies. Waka likes Lorelei, the school's famous singer that he's never seen the face of. Seiyo finds Waka fun. Seiyo strikes fear into Waka, and Seiyo is not secretly at all Lorelei. If this ever gets confusing, don't worry, the volumes put these relationship charts in eventually. Nozaki designs a boy similar to Seiyo and a girl based on Waka who became mainstays in his manga. He starts to detest the character based on Seiyo since she annoys him in the early parts of the series, and despite Waka helping Nozaki with his manga, he never tells him that he based a character on him. Waka dumbfoundedly hashtag relates to his manga analog with no idea. Speaking of, Chiyo, Hori, Mikoshiba, and Waka all help him with his manga with their own skill sets. So to make each member have worth, they say where Nozaki lacks, making it so by the current point of the manga, Nozaki can only draw like 2 things and has issue coming up with a scenario unless he goes to experience a real-world situation. Similar to the longest running rom-coms, it has a sliding time scale that they mess around with a lot. For example, Nozaki seems to have special event manga to draw frequently, like summer festivals and such, though they happen out of order if we're to believe every character is still in their current year of high school. Nozaki and Chiyo have studied their second year of high school for 15 years. Most rom-com manga running this long get agonizing. In my opinion, if you make a straight romance manga and haven't reached the wrap-up stage by the later teens of volume count, you overstayed your welcome. Even ones I liked, I think held on for longer than needed. Nozaki sidesteps this issue through the parody of the genre.
I guess so, yes.
You want Nozaki and Chiyo or Mamiko and Suzuki V-Storm to get together.
Probably
It's
less
funnier that they
horrific
still
and
have
traumatizing.
misunderstandings after misunderstandings. understanding. Compared to the earlier Fakime I talked about, Let's Fall in Love is not interesting because of the effort put into making it feel real. They don't do that.
Messed up
Let's
some
Fall in Love
layers
has
after we do
no
that.
actual artistic value as a manga itself. Everyone praising it in universe and juxtaposing it to the main cast makes it interesting, especially because the similarities don't come from poetic rhyming. It's because Nozaki did that. He copied real life because he's a hack mangaka. Okay, upon glancing back at the list I made a year
right,
ago,
I
I
was
came to realize
wrong
that
there.
most of the anime I listed about making anime don't actually have a real narrative anime in them. Animation Runner Kuromi, Golden Boy's final episode, and Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken all got on my list, but the contents of their anime inside the anime doesn't actually mean anything. They focus on the process of making anime.
Yeah, it's
I
about the
recommend
process
watching
of making
all
it, yeah.
3 of those due to their high quality, especially Kuromi, that's very underrated, but they don't quite fit today's topic. So instead, point over to Shirobako, an anime fitting a similar
I really
bill
like
over the
Shirobako, it's
course of a
fun.
2-course series featuring 2 Fakime's inside of it. Shirobako made a big splash when it came out. I remember everyone watching it at the time. Shirobako follows a girl named Aoi, a production assistant.
I
at an
remember
anime
me
studio
being the
trying
only
their best to
person I
make anime
personally
despite
know
not
who
having
actually
the
knew about this
creative
show.
skills like voice acting or drawing. In the first 12 episodes, she tries to motivate animators to
I don't
deliver
really
cuts
interact
of
with
their
a
new
lot of,
show,
like,
Exodus, a
anime and manga
ridiculous
groups, though.
original idol anime where the idols solve a
Not because I don't
murder
like them,
mystery.
I'm just
Then
not
at the
very
midway point
social.
of the series, Oi gets promoted to production manager for their
Ow, my
second
hand!
show, Third Wing, a serious girls flying jet planes anime based on a manga with Independence Day moments and fan service. Due to the differences between shows, we get to see different aspects of production, such as directors making loose changes on the fly in Exodus, and working with an original author for Third Wing. If you like that and want a series more slow-paced, then watch Shirobako. I risk repeating myself what I said with other shows if I talk too much about Shirobako itself, so let's look over at one of the anime itself, because guess what? They made a full 24-minute OVA for both of the shows in the series, featuring funny commentary on anime of the era. Exodus literally starts with the cheapest looking 3D CG dance sequence. If you didn't pay attention to anime at that time, man, a lot of this shit showed up. Sometimes I'm shocked how much better CG looks in anime these days. Followed by a long heart-to-heart girl talk with pointless fan service. Really funny when you look at the Turbo Moe art style in these outfits.
Izuken's fucking
Middle Age
fantastic.
takes a hard
I need
left
to catch
turn
up
by
with it.
changing into a murder mystery where the girls need to run away from the cops for 3 months and 2 weeks after someone framed the trio for their manager's death. Despite the clear parodic nature, I kinda wish this was a whole show. Closest anime I can rack with a similar vibe is Rolling Girls. You know how a lot of people like to pretend Neon Genesis Evangelion subverts mecha tropes? They call it a critique or deconstruction despite following all the tropes going on since the start because they're scared to say they enjoyed a show in a genre they perceive as for kids. Well, Nadesco is the actual mecha deconstruction of the era, going so far as to not only juxtapose the mecha anime to a
Do you mean the
fake
scary
old school
Yakuza
mecha
girl?
anime, but to
I'm bad with
then
names,
make it a
but
key plot point to the final arc. Nadesco stars Akito, a boy
she's like their
raised on a
business
Martian colony
manager,
that
essentially.
suddenly finds himself in a position only he can fill, piloting the Estavalis something. Akito needs to find out why his parents died, and this girl with a photo of the two
Hands
as
start
childhood
cramping up.
friends is his only lead. To press her further, he enrolls as a cook in the Nadesco spaceship, where
Yeah,
said
I
childhood
fucking
friend
love
Yuriko
her.
presses him for affection. While on the Nadesco, Akito becomes besties with Guy. Guy became a pilot due to his obsession with Geki Ganger 3. Guy reintroduces Akito to Geki Ganger 3 after he hadn't seen it since childhood, where they bond despite their differences. Geki Ganger 3 parodies almost entirely Getter Robo with 3 pilots that fuse together into one bigger robot. Watching it inspires Akito to rise up to authority, do what he believes for the good of the universe. Geki Ganger 3 romanticizes mecha combat for the heroes, giving Guy this dream of dying in
Stretch my
combat like
arms.
one of the heroes in Geki Ganger. And once Guy does die outside of combat, this is in episode 3 and played partially for laughs, don't bitch about me for spoilers, Akito goes into a deep depression. On his own, he rewatches Geki Ganger over and over, with the exception of the final episode, because then he'll have to accept the end of the show and maybe his friend Guy by watching it. Throughout the whole series, he has the struggle of do I fight or not? Leaning more towards yes, but unlike some other mecha, they play this up for laughs. Geki Ganger helping to motivate him out of his slump. It becomes very important in a cool way that I I don't want to give away. You should watch Nadesico. I think I ended up binging the whole series in 3
That
days
sounds kinda
when
cool.
I watched it. Compared to the other anime today, Geki Ganger has less of a composite factor going for it. Fururin reminds me of Digi Karato, but she's a separate beast. Geki Ganger has characters just like Getter Robo, with only a tad of Mazinger influence when looking at the robot design. For that reason, I find it interesting that they went out of their way to make a lot of Geki Ganger content. Both a full episode of content and a recap episode of Nadesico from the perspective of the Geki Ganger cast. In the latter, the Geki Ganger cast sit down watching what they realize as the recap episodes of Nadesico, joking that it exists to fix scheduling conflicts for the animators. Like most recap episodes, you can fast forward through a majority, but don't skip these middle bits with the Geki Ganger cast, including the villains. It develops into a fight scene with a limited animation style harkening back to 70s anime, while the OVA does a reverse. Akito and some Nadesico members go to a movie theater to watch a Geki Ganger feature. Said feature starts with a recap of the main Geki Ganger series, which I believe is all clips from Nadesico, but maybe 1 or 2 shots here are original. I'm not side-by-siding the whole thing. Afterwards, it swaps into a very typical mecha story. A villain bigger than the previous big bad with a long connection to the technology of the Geki Ganger reappears to take over Earth, and then the main heroes and old villains team up to stop him. Their technology doesn't stand a chance. However, the aliens stand no match to the red, hot-blooded spirit of humanity.
Got a strobe in this
And
one.
Geki Ganger with the type of soul none of you schmucks can understand. Out of all the ones I talked about today, Nadesico actually does the best with integrating the Fakime into the series itself, but I really mean it. I don't want to give that away. Watch Nadesico. Remember the Fat Albert 2004 film? The one that, I guess thankfully now, starred Kenan Thompson instead of Bill Cosby going to the real world? Okay, picture this. 11 Fat Alberts. I recall recreators carrying a lot of hype when it came out. So, like a proper college anime fan, I declared too many people liked it and I had to watch better obscure shows. Also an anime original that lasted 2 cours, so of course half the reviewers consisted of, "This started out with so much potential but shit the bed near the end," from Seasonal Bros. No, really, it's clockwork. Watch every time. I finally watched it about a year ago and absolutely loved it. Recreators has loads of creativity. It has not 1, not 2, but 10 different fake otaku sphere works with a lot of work put into making the series feel like more than just a parody. Recreators follows this kid Sota. He ends up with 2 fictional girls coming to live with him. Celicia from an anime/light novel he likes, and Meteora, the shopkeeper character from a
Like a
popular
reverse
video game.
isekai.
At the same time, another OP military girl, Altair, appears to wreck everything for reasons that it explains at the midway point. So Altair gathers her party of fake characters to help her, while Sota and the Japanese government work up their team to stop Altair's plans. From there, Recreators delves into ideas of abstract creation, what that means, and what you would do if you met your god, authors in this instance. But given the topic of the video, we're just gonna focus on some cool shit that I liked. As the most recent serious work on my list, all of the genres they parody should resonate with you viewers at least a little bit. My favorite 3 characters were Meteora, Mamika the magical girl, and Rui the mech pilot. Meteora, as a normal-looking librarian character, doesn't take part in combat the same as other characters. She sits back to do planning with the powerless human characters. While doing such, she has fun enjoying human activities like snacks and playing her game. She has the comedic kudere attitude, which doesn't feel too out of place as a double fake character. Triple fake in the recap episode where she looks like this for no reason. While Rui and Mamika, their scenes show off the weight of their powers in a real world. Magical girls have giant ass beams that in a real world can cause catastrophic damage. Damage Mamika, as a fighter of hopes and dreams, wants to stop using once she realizes the gravity of her actions. While Rui is a giant mech that looks cool. Mecha plus Hiroyuki Sawano music is a guaranteed win. It is a shame that none of the fake media from this anime got made into an OVA. Obviously, they're all meant to be slightly generic, but that didn't stop Geki Ganger or Shirobako. Additionally, looking at all of these next to each other at the end, I like how much more natural everyone treats otaku habits as a whole in Recreators. At no time do I recall a big, "Whoa, you fucking losers like anime?" type scene. Only main characters hiding a little because recluses gravitate towards the hobby. A huge jump from Otaku no Video, where touching otaku culture even a little made you an outcast. I'm not sure what exactly I aim to gain from this video. I think I came out stupider with a few. I initially wrote about more, these ones on screen, but most writers kinda pull from the same few parodies, and 100% unrequited love doesn't impact Takagi-san that much. Surely, I know other YouTuber type people watch my videos. If anyone else has an idea of this type, just fucking take the baton and keep going. There are so many of these, even outside of anime. Either way, I'd love to hear about some of y'all's favorite fake shows in the comments.
Okay, it's been about 2 hours, but let me just, the OP. Yeah, easy breezy. One of the best openings of all time. I forgot to get that other video I like. Go away, Timber. That freaking, the baby human song. Akachan Ningen. Yeah, the song's weird, but I do like it, because I like Welcome to the NHK. And I always listen to opening and endings unless I, like, actively hate them. I like Ningen, Akachan Ningen. It's like kind of on a roll putting the shinies on these fruits. I've been trying to embrace a looser, rougher, more textury kind of style, which I like. If I can at least get the shinies, but without staying up too much so that I, like, my head does kind of hurt. I'm like, no. I think that's because I keep, like... I freaking propped up a pillow so I could, like, rest my head on it, but it's just, like, I can't quite get it so my head is forward enough. So I keep, like, engaging my neck muscles in an uncomfortable way without meaning to, because I keep like looking forward. I like how weird and stylized this is. Heppo picking beam. I don't even know if I've heard about this series before. I mean, if it's weird, I'm interested. Or turn it down if the other one was really loud. That sounds fun. Because I'm not usually too into slice of life unless it has like something weird going for it or like some sort of other fun gimmick. I didn't put any shinies on the lid, but I'll figure that out later because my head is starting to hurt and I can't keep looking at the screen with its brightness up. Okay. Let me pull this up for later. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. What a way to start. What the hell? I keep like accidentally irritating my stitches, and I don't even know what does it. All the things that I think would do it, like accidentally stretching my arm in a certain direction, don't do anything. But if I move my arm at a very specific angle, or like pick something up in the wrong way, or freaking turn my head around, it's like stab. Anyway. Mayhaps I shall check out Sansei and Naruto Setsubo Sensei at some point. Yeah, that seems like the kind of dark series, dark comedy series I might be interested in. Mayhaps I shall check it out at some point. When my brain lets me focus on watching series again. Yeah, I gotta make myself sleep too. Okay, save that, closing it. Okay. Hydration's posture, stretches, save your progress. Make yourself get as good of a sleepy time as you are possibly capable of. Good night.